won't forget. Super Saiyan Simba, Saiyan style, long near the prince. I'll be the one. Watch my wave extend, expand.
What's wavy, my Leo Geos? It's Super Saiyan Simba coming at you, you dig? And today we have Shredder's Revenge DLC. They announced this a few weeks ago. If you haven't played it, pick it up. It's dope. It's really fun, and they made it a 6-player co-op. It's yeah, I know how I am on co-op, man. I love co-op, but it's pretty dope. So we're gonna check out. Cause I've already seen this, I'm just putting this out to put it on the channel. We're gonna check out the DLC announcement, and then we're gonna check out the survival mode trailer, and then we're gonna check out an extended look at the survival mode. So let's get to it. You dig? Yeah, I had a lot of fun playing this. I'm glad they added new outfits, new color schemes. What's that game? Ah! Was it? That was what, the 2000 Turtles? I think that's like my favorite version of Ninja Turtles. Yes, sir. So Dimension Shellshock, and it did say it's coming out this year, so we're not gonna be waiting a long time for it. It's so much stuff coming out this year, dude, as well. And this was the survival mode trailer right here. But there's so much stuff coming out this year, it's crazy. And y'all know how I am about these horde modes. I love horde modes, man. This will be fun to play. It's actually real fun to stream. We're gonna stream. I'm gonna try to get 5 more people. We're gonna stream. See, look, 6 player, like it. That's what I do. How the retro look. Hey, I gotta excuse that beef in the back. I made me some vegetables, man. I need my veggies. I do think it's dope they made it to where you can play as, especially Shredder. Cause like even when they announced the game, I like, man, I hope they make it to where in some mode you can play with Shredder. Yeah, that's hard. Yeah, that's dope. I wonder if they're gonna do like a. I wonder if they're gonna do like a second DLC too. Look, let me pause. Just gonna get my veggies, man. My veggies going off. I'm back. Had to handle that real quick. You did?
The cameo characters in the background, we use the excuse of the Dimensional Shellshock to assign a bunch of our favorites and other more obscure characters.
Casey Jones.
We put them in there like just for fun, for fans, because we're fans first.
PlayStation Underground.
Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of PlayStation Underground. You got Tim here.
I don't have they
I'm
made
so
these in 6 players, man.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, the Dimension Shellshock.
I haven't got a chance to like play through the full
game
game with 6 people though.
Tribute Games. Thanks for joining us, Frederick Jemis, game designer. How are you doing?
Doing good, you?
Doing really well, thanks. And Yannick Belzil, scriptwriter at Tribute. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Excellent. So, gosh, I'm so pumped that we're going to be getting more Shredder's Revenge. Just to start off with, you know, I see we're checking out Usagi here. I want to talk a bit more about this new character, but I also know this is sort of our first real extended look at the new survival.
Hey, so hold on,
Can you tell us
who
a
in
little bit
Usagi
about
or
what makes this
Bugs?
mode unique for Shredder's Revenge?
Yeah, so the
The
survival,
bug said he ain't gonna
survival
play
mode
with
for
him, boy.
Dimension Shellshock is basically a completely different game mode. And in this mode, the players are traveling across the multiverse from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in order to assemble and collect dimensional
I
crystals
don't remember
that have
him
been
though.
stolen by a mysterious figure. And the players travel through multiple arenas.
I don't remember which version he in. I know Nigel was telling me about he was in one of them.
And collect crystal shards in order to complete each of the universe's crystals.
Great, and I see there's a decision here to be made.
See, that's dope.
Looks like a vial of ooze with Rock City's face over it and another power-up. What's going on here?
So basically, every time you finish a combat challenge, you have choice between 2 rewards. And as you can see right now, the player picked perk. And the perks, what they do is that they give bonus effects to the players for a set amount of time. So in this case, it is a speed boost that is equivalent to the combo string that the character is doing. So the more hits that you chain together, the faster your character becomes, and it gets like to crazy speeds.
Nice. Speaking of speed, how is Usagi doing in terms of speed compared to the other characters?
With Usagi,
Don't hate
we
that, Shredder.
wanted to try something different than what we had with the other characters. And
Yes, sir.
the idea
I wonder how many
that we
stages
went
gonna be, though.
forward is to try to make it more like an aerial character, so a character that will be more, better adapted for the air attacks and such. So we decided to,
Hey, it'll be
yeah,
crazy if you
happening
can
on
play with
screen right now.
Super
Yeah,
Shredder.
Yeah, oh man, yeah.
For real.
You picked up a vial of ooze, and now we're playing as Shredder, which is incredible. So yeah.
I just thought about that. I forgot like Super Shredder was
survival
even
mode
in
if
it.
you choose those power-ups.
Go ahead.
Yes, you can. It's something that fans really wanted immediately, like when the game came out. Like, oh, it's called Shredder's Revenge, but I sort of wish I could play as
You
Shredder.
already
as
know,
Bebop or
man.
Rocksteady. So we made it like a fun mutation perk that you could use during the game, and because the characters already had so much animations, like it felt like we could just create a couple more to make them as playable characters within like the gameplay of the survival mode.
It's
That's
dope.
awesome.
They did
It
that.
looks great. It looks like he was always meant to be playable. You know, it just like it fits so well. And the decisions having to be made here. It seems like choosing between collecting more crystals to make it through, and then that's it. That's crystal complete.
That's a completed crystal. And as you collect crystals, you travel deeper into other dimensions.
Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. Like, I wonder,
tougher challenges.
so you decide between
So
you
for
want
your
to get the
example, looks like
crystals
we're
or the
jumping into an
power ups,
8-bit
and then when you
battleground, which
hit
is
X amount of
incredible,
crystals,
bringing me back to my childhood
the
when I
stage
first fell
is
in love with
complete
Turtles
and you
games.
go to a harder
And so
level.
we're still
I
within
wonder
the
how many
survival mode
levels
here,
there is in
but
total.
Yeah, and I'm seeing like, am I seeing like a filter including?
Hey, this that
you know,
retro
comments
gen right here.
background? Tell me a little bit about this design for the stage.
So we decided to, the turtle games
My
have been
guy.
with us forever, and we decided to pay an homage to them by just visiting.
I ain't gonna lie, them I forgot what they
the
called.
Dimension inspired by all of the previous.
But I used to
games.
hate fighting them
And
just on
went
Super
all out
Nintendo,
with
boy.
The screen
That was
effects
irritating.
Kind of reflects the old CRT screens.
Yeah.
But we can also see here some cool
And I-
character
look.
effects like new
Check this
color
out.
palettes
It's my
for
favorite
our
turtle shirt.
characters.
Yeah, it's something that.
It's my favorite
like
turtle
the
shirt,
first
man. It's like a
trailer
jersey.
brought
I forgot I had this gen on to be
fans
honest.
on our Discord, like people already wanted different palettes for the characters, and palettes that were either based on specific movies or action figures or other cartoons. So it's something that we decided, like immediately we were like, oh, we gotta do this. So we decided to put different palettes in this new DLC version of the game, and there's a whole bunch of them, and I think the fans will be really happy with the choice of the palettes.
That's what's up.
They look fantastic. I love the backgrounds. Like,
I
they're
love
so authentic.
Donatello's Super
And
though.
I'm hearing a little bit of a sort of 8-bit inspired music there as well. Is that T-Lopes coming back for this soundtrack?
Hey, those characters look
Yes,
cool.
he has made new tracks for every dimension, so that was really excited also to have more of T-Lopes' music in the game.
Yeah, that was
So,
right
we
there.
love it.
Home.
That's awesome. Yeah,
The ones with, like, the
few
little,
screws loose from,
bandana or
The
whatever.
full game was like on repeat for me for I don't know a solid month. So I'm so excited for more 8-bit tracks. Another decision here. Looks like we've gone for some more crystals.
Yeah, and as you can see, also in this stage, you had.
I hope they're gonna go all the way to like
you had
100 or
some
something.
hazards. So you saw there were those foot soldiers with the large lanterns that can set the ground on fire. And here
Okay.
you have unique traps that appear in each dimension. So each dimension has new hazards and things to avoid to mix up the fight a bit.
Yeah, we can see some foot soldiers have different masks on, which denotes that they might be a different type of foot soldiers. They might be harder
that
to
should be
fight.
cool.
No, that's really great. It seems like this is such a natural evolution for folks that want, some more challenge from their Shredder's Revenge experience.
Yes, sir.
And now we're jumping ahead to Omnichannel 6. So this is looking like a whole other dimension. Well, man, these outfits are awesome. April's looking great in a black jumpsuit. Like,
For real.
yeah, what are we looking at here?
They did a
in
good
the,
job on
Channel
that.
6 dimension, basically, it's kind of a future dimension. This is something that happens when you travel a bit further into the dimension. So it's not a starting one. It's getting a bit tougher, and as you can see, we have tougher enemies. And as Yannick mentioned, we created over 100 more different combat challenges. But these combat challenges, they kind of update.
Wait, I wonder, like, with the
game
power
goes
ups.
on. So
Unless they showed it and I just missed it. I wonder what the power ups, does that apply just for the person that picks up the power up? Or do like all the characters get the power
They're
up?
more aggressive. Some of them even have new attacks. So the game does, get a bit more challenging. So it's really a test of skills.
I'd like to point out that the cameo characters in the background, both Kerma, the turtle from Shellrilla, and Cuddly the Cowlick from the old TMNT Archie comics. These were characters I really wanted to slide in somehow in the game, and we used the excuse of the Dimensional Shellshock to slide a bunch of our favorites and other deeper or more obscure characters to put them in there, like, just for fun, for fans, but because we're fans first. So it was like we can see Fugitoid and Armagon in the background. Like, seeing also our awesome
Look at all that
animators,
craziness on
create these new characters just for an instant was a real treat.
Yeah, that's great to see Fugitoid back there. I know he's important to the history of Turtles and everything, so that's super fun. There was the core game for Shredder's Revenge is just like dripping, like the ooze itself, with references and examples of your love for Turtles, and so it's so fun that this sort of dimensional shell shock situation really opens the doors for this. So coming out,
Absolutely.
yeah.
When the first arcade
I really hope it's like 100 levels over here, bro.
But then the second arcade game, Turtles in Time, was basically just Turtles having fun. It was just a wild ride through time travel and such. And this is kind of how we wanted to approach a DLC. We wanted it to be something that would feel like almost like a sequel, but that would go further than what we previously saw in the game. And that's why we really wanted to go with the multiverse and explore all of these new locations, which is also an excuse for more cameos and little Easter eggs. But I think it's a good refreshing experience for sure from the main game.
Definitely. And speaking of Easter, like Usagi's his move set, I'm seeing now what you're talking about, where he's so adept at staying in the air and kind of, am I seeing him sort of like juggling himself off enemies and bouncing, like keeping himself in the air?
So as I was saying, we wanted
Go
to
crazy.
unlock a new dimension of gameplay.
Go
for
crazy.
Usagi, so we really focused on giving him a lot of air control. So basically, Usagi is the only character who can do a real double jump, meaning that he can, start a jumps in a direction and course correct if he wants, like to get out of trouble or to readjust for new attacks. But also, he is also the only character able to perform his full combo in air. So, other characters will have dive kicks and such, but Usagi can perform like his complete combo. So basically, you can launch an enemy in the air and jog and just find.
I'm sorry, I get into it. I be telling y'all, man. Once I start watching the video, I just get into it. That's why I just get quiet.
Well, a stunning performance by the players on this. We were looking at.
It looks fun though. It's like a lot of fun.
Gameplay on PS5, but that was so exciting. Frederick and Yannick, I just wanted to say thank you so much for joining us on PlayStation Underground. I'm pumped that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, the Dimension Shellshock DLC, is going to be out on PS4 and PS5 later this year. So thanks again for joining us.
Our pleasure.
perks, what they do is that they give bonus effects to them.
But yeah, man. So that's the new Shredder's Revenge DLC. What we in? August now? Yeah, we in August now, man. It's supposed to be coming out by the end of the year, so we don't have much longer to wait. So what y'all think about it, man? Y'all excited for this? Like I'm excited for this too, for real. Cause I always like the retro beat 'em ups, like Streets of Rage 4 is pretty fun. If you hadn't tried that, like give that a try too. Even when I go to make like my first video game, which that's something that I'm actively looking into right now, like in all honesty, I'm gonna start out with something simple like a beat 'em up similar to this Streets of Rage. But let me know in the comments, man. Let me know what y'all think about it, if y'all excited for it. I'm wondering how much it's gonna cost. How much? It's probably about $10. Nah, they might try to swing at 15. Nah, they be doing. They might try to swing at 15. Well, like 15. But let me know what you think. And as I said at the end of every stream and every video, you already know, no matter what you're trying to do in life to weather the crowd, when it fits and never quit. We